Back now with Rachael Cabral-Guevara, Republican candidate for State Senate District 19 in the Fox Valley. You're representing right now in the State Assembly. What's it been like for you in politics so far? What's the general experience been like?
Absolutely positive.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed every single moment of it. I have to say the biggest thing that I've learned is, again, healthcare, my background, higher education, my background. But when you're elected to a position, all of a sudden, you have to know everything about everything. You know, last time we were here, we talked about highways, and I was stumped on one of the highway questions, and I went back to some of the resources down in Madison and said, Tom had this question. I wasn't sure. How is this being addressed? What can we do different? Well, researched it with some great people down there, went into the budget and said, hey, we need more funding for this issue. When it comes to forestry, when it comes to water resources, when it comes to all the topics that we're expected to know on, it's hard to know all that content. And so the one biggest thing that I've learned down there is know your resources on all sides, reach out to them, and don't be hesitant to dig deeper and figure out all the angles to a particular issue. And so thanks for challenging me last time, because it did make a difference and impact, and I went back and did some research. So.
I hope it helped our state. All right. It is no secret the Republicans and Governor Evers do not see eye to eye. From your view, why the divisiveness? What are some of the stumbling blocks?
That's been a tricky one. That's a tricky one to answer, because I did put a bill out there that I thought would work well bipartisan, actually a couple of them. One was for funding for mental health, and it got, I guess, vetoed. The nurse practitioner bill, I thought this was something that we were moving forward with for access for patients, got vetoed. Had a bill on solar panels. I thought we could work bipartisan on this, and you know, that didn't get very far. It seems to me that in politics right now, you're on one side or the other, and both sides might have great ideas, but nobody wants to come together in the middle and work on them. That has been, to me, the most frustrating issue that I have run into.
It's because you're not going to get a victory.
And sometimes, yes,
Yeah.
it's really button heads, and nobody wins when that comes into play. Nobody is going to win if we can't work together on particular legislation. And when you talk about the victory, you know, one side might come out with a great bill and the other side says, no, we're not doing that. Well, then the other side comes out with the same darn bill and it passes. So it's been frustrating. I mean, in healthcare, if that's how we functioned, I'd have no patience.
Yeah.
So
those are the things that we fight about. From your time in office, what was good that happened when you were in office? What are your accomplishments? What are you proud of so far?
Yeah, well, I did bring my list today, Tom. I warned you about my list because there are lots of things that we did down in Madison. I'm going to put right at the top, again, nurse practitioner bill, the advanced practice registered nurse modernization bill. And that had been down in Madison for 7 years. This allows nurse practitioners to open clinics, reduce costs if possible, when possible. It will happen. It was down in Madison for 7 years, and with me going down there and being so passionate about it, we were able to pass it through the Senate, we were able to pass it through the Assembly, and then, unfortunately, it did get vetoed. It's coming on back. I did some other bills with breast cancer screening and increased coverage for not only mammograms, but for ultrasounds. I did a bill with your senator up here, Andre Jock, with privacy for pelvic exams for women during surgical procedures and so forth. What other bills did we have? I had a bill on referendums and disclosing full cost of a referendum, because sometimes there's other costs hidden in there that people aren't aware of. You know, you would think that this kind of legislation would be bipartisan and would be for the people, and it's been very shocking to me how there's always an opposition somewhere, even when you think it's the best bill possible out there. I had another bill for, it's called Every Kid's Outdoors, and that's based off of a federal bill that would allow kids to access the state parks at a no cost with their families. So I had a wide gamut of different topics down there, but having been down there now for the last year and a half, when I get into Senate, I think I'm going to focus a little bit more. We'll still address other topics too, but really target health care.
We have much more to come with Madison and politics after this. Please stay with us.